part 3 of my discussion on e-collars, and thanks for your engagement so far. So it's been, in the main, it has been fairly positive, and in the main it's been an adult, non-emotional discussion about the use of these collars, and I'm trying to keep it that way, which is why I have the rules for posting. Please read the rules for posting, and if you're going to comment on this, please follow the rules, okay? If you don't follow the rules, I'll just delete them. I don't have time to moderate them, okay? What I would also look at is that if you're commenting on this, I would ask that you have to have some foundation knowledge of operant learning. I'm not interested in talking about behaviour from any other point of view, okay? And I'm not, okay, whether you agree with that or not, it's my video, I'm putting this out, and we're talking about it from an operant conditioning and an operant learning point of view, okay? And classical conditioning. So a learning theory, we're talking about learning theory here. Okay, so that's the introduction to it. I need to talk about the function of behaviour. Okay, so all animals on this planet, that's including us, every time we do a behaviour, there's a function to that behaviour. So the function of my behaviour of putting this video out is to educate people about the use of e-collars. That's the function of my behaviour in doing this. If I am thirsty and and take a drink of water, my behaviour of drinking the glass of water, the function of that is to quench my thirst. Okay, so that's the function of behaviour, and every behaviour has a function, or we wouldn't be doing it, and that is a law of behaviour on this planet. That one is not, I'm not interested in, that's either accept it and talk about this, or don't accept it and don't talk about it, okay? But I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of whether behaviour has a function or not. It does, okay? So this is the manual that came with the e-collar, and it's the mini educator, which is the wee one with the little orange, or sorry, little yellow remote. Okay, now this is caution, important notice. Okay, so take a photograph of this. So that's it there. Hopefully I'll video that and focus, and that's the page that we're looking at. Okay, but I'll take a photograph of that and post it alongside this video. Okay. E-collar Technologies Incorporated is not responsible for any misuse of this product, including damages from dog bites and lost items. Seek an evaluation from a professional trainer before use on aggressive dogs. It is not uncommon for aggressive dogs to associate the stimulation, that's the application of electricity, with the handler and take action against the handler. Sometimes dogs put under e-collar pressure during a fight can exhibit redirected aggression and become more aggressive. Okay, so that's what the manufacturer says about the use of these collars. The use of high levels of stimulation or the application of electricity should only be used as a last resort and in life-threatening situations. The life-threatening situation that we're talking about is my understanding of that, and I think any person looking at this objectively, the life-threatening situation is something that is happening there and then, okay? So what they're saying is that high levels of stimulation, or putting it on the higher settings and applying the electricity should only be used when somebody's life is in danger, or a dog's life is in danger in that moment. It's not that, my understanding of that is, it's not a life-threatening situation, because if we don't resolve this, the dog's getting put to sleep. That is not what that says, okay? Now, what's interesting about this, excuse me, it's not uncommon for aggressive dogs to associate the stimulation with the handler and take action against the handler, okay? That's pure classical conditioning, that is pure Pavlov, okay? The dog associates this application of electricity, which is unpleasant, with the handler and redirects aggression onto the handler. Okay, and I'm going to talk about a little bit more about the classical condition of this in a subsequent video. Okay, there are two reasons for that I think the dog is redirecting that onto the handler. The dog is under pressure from the environment, okay, and they behave in a way which we don't like, and we are now using the e-collar to try to change that behaviour. So that's what we're trying to do. Alright, now if the dog's already under pressure from the environment and we add more pressure in the form of application of electricity, the dog is now going to go up here, potentially. That's what this is warning against, okay? And I know that it won't happen in all cases, okay? We're not discussing that, whether it happens in all cases or not. We're just not discussing that, okay? We're talking about the manufacturer's warning about this. So, dog's already tense, they're already emotionally high, they're already feeling bad about the situation, or they wouldn't be doing the behaviour that they're doing, okay, in relation to aggression towards people or dogs. We apply more pressure through the use of the e-collar, and we're effectively pouring petrol on the flames. So that's the first, one of the first reasons that I think that the dog now redirects onto the handler, okay? The second one, which is more important, the dog is lunging and barking or being aggressive towards the other dog or towards the person for a reason. That behaviour of lunging and barking or acting aggressively is serving a function for the dog, or the dog wouldn't be doing it, okay? End of story. If he didn't need to do that behaviour and it wasn't serving a function, he would not be doing that behaviour, okay? What we are now doing is we're now saying to the dog, you cannot behave like that, okay? And unless we are providing another avenue for the dog to achieve the same result, that is unethical, okay? So think of it in these terms. I'm desperate for a glass of water, and every time I ask for a glass of water to quench my thirst, that's my behaviour. The function is to quench the thirst. You now say that I can't ask for a glass of water, but don't provide me with the means to quench my thirst, okay? If we think of it in those terms, that we're removing a functional behaviour without satisfying the need for that behaviour, without satisfying the function of that behaviour through another means, what other choice has the dog got? And the dog now becomes so frustrated and angry that it is not getting its needs met, that it redirects onto the handler, okay? So this post is talking about why this video is talking about why these things are going on. It's not I'm not talking about whether it goes on with every dog, because it's a warning that says it may happen. Now, the manufacturer of these has realised enough about this that they're putting a warning about this in the manual, okay? And for me, that is telling. That's the manufacturer understanding that these are an aversive tool, and if they're used in some circumstances, it can make behaviour worse, okay? Alright, I'm going to put some more rules and some code of conduct in the post, because I have to, because this is the way things go sometimes with, it's not something, I'm not looking to be a big nanny about this, okay? But I'm looking to move this in one direction, and other people have got different ideas. So make your own videos if that's what you want to do, okay? And get people engaging through other means, okay? So we're talking about that today. We're talking about the manufacturer's warning. If you don't agree with anything that I've said, by all means challenge me on it, okay? If you don't agree with the reasons or my explanation for it, by all means challenge me on it. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, and let's try and keep it adult, okay? Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.